Okay, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to be looking at the length of a circumference of a circle. Length of a circumference of a circle. Now, we have the general formula for the length of the circumference of a circle as pi r squared. Pi r squared. I want to remind you something. Remember, during the last class, I explained the fact that when we have when we have pi, that pi is the same thing as circumference over diameter. If you remember, I explained that pi is the same thing as the length of circumference over the diameter of the circle. Now, if that is true, it also means that pi is equal to length of the circumference of the circle over 2r, because 2r makes up diameter. That means two radius. There are two radius in a diameter. Is that okay? So you need that 2r makes up diameter. So the pi will be same as length of circumference divided by 2r. If that is true, it means that this one can come over here. We now have that length of the circumference of the circle will be equal to what? 2r pi, or you can say 2 pi r. Do you understand that? So the length of the circumference of the circle is given as 2 pi r. That's the general formula for it. So quickly, let me solve this exercise for you. This exercise, we have that find the length of a circumference of a circle with radius 14 cm. 14 cm. So we are given that, here we are given that pi, of course, is our 22/7. We have that r is equal to 14 cm. So we are looking for length of the circumference. That's what we are looking for. So the formula we are given is what? 2 pi r. So we have that 2 pi r will become what? 2 times 22/7 times 14 cm. Now, this 7 can cancel 14. We have 2 here. So we have 2 times 22 is 44. 44 times 2 is equal to what? 88 cm. So the length of the circumference of the circle with a radius 14 cm is 88 cm squared. Now, having known this, if I want to deal with an arc, remember from our last class, we established that an arc is a part of the circumference. An arc is a part of the circumference. And I also explained that whenever we have an arc, there's actually a degree at the center, an angle at the center that every arc sustains. Now, if you look at this arc, for instance, this arc will sustain another angle here, and this angle will be what? 360 minus theta. Here will be theta, here will be 360 minus theta. So now whenever I add two of them together, I have 360 degrees. Now, if we want to check for the length of an arc, this is how we go about it. Remember, the formula for the length of the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. That 2 pi r, why we have 2 pi r is because the angle within a circle is 360 all over 360. That means we are taking the whole 360 times 2 pi r. This is actually the formula. But because this 360, which is the total angle, the total circumference of the circle, we cancel out this 360. We now have 2 pi r left. But in this case, what we now have is what? Theta over 360 times 2 pi r. It is as simple as that. For length of arc, the general formula is what? Theta over 360 times 2 pi r. So how do we go about it? So let's say, for instance, this example, we have to find the length of an arc with radius 40 cm and sustains an angle of 90 degrees at the center. So we are given that theta is equal to 90 degrees, right? We're also given that radius is equal to 14 cm, right? What else are we given? We know that our pi is equal to 22/7. Now we also have that our formula is equal to theta over 360 times 2 pi r. As simple can be. So let's substitute. We have that our formula becomes what? 90 over 360, or 90 degrees rather, over 360 degrees times 2 times 22/7 times 14 cm. Now, of course, this 90 can cancel 360. I will have 4 here. 7 can cancel 14. I will have 2. This 2 can cancel this 4. I will still have 2 here. This 2 can cancel this 22. I will have 11. So what we have at the end of the day is 11 times 2 cm, which is the same thing as 22 cm. So the length of an arc that sustains 90 degrees at the center and have a radius of 14 cm is what? 22 cm. 22 cm. Now, we are going to stop here for today. Tomorrow, we're also going to continue with how to find maybe radius of a given angle like this. Is that okay? Ensure to do your assignment and also talk to your classmates about the class. We're expecting to see you tomorrow.